Morning, it's Thursday morning, and today we're at Psalm 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives to his beloved sleep. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate. So this is a song of ascents written by Solomon, and like you would expect from Solomon, it's full of sort of practical wisdom, and it's a little domestic. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who labor over the house do so in vain. Well, look, God doesn't build anybody houses, right? You have to get a contractor. So what's he saying? It's sort of a metaphor here. Unless God is involved in your business, your labor is in vain. Unless God is watching over your city, those watchmen are watching in vain. You get up early and you stay up late and you work hard and you're anxious toil and you don't get enough sleep. And it says he gives to his beloved sleep. So, if God is involved in your life and watching over your business, you sleep well. You don't lay awake worrying. And then he switches topics and he says, children are a heritage from God, and it's good if your quiver is filled with children. The quiver is the thing on your back full of arrows, and you pull an arrow off and shoot it. And so if your quiver is full, if you have lots of children, then you are blessed. We have lots of children, and so they all sort of take care of each other, and it's a good thing. So blessed is the man who fills his quiver with children. He will not be put to shame. He'll have nothing to be ashamed of at the gate, which is where the elders of the town would gather, at the gates. They would sit at the gate, and that's where you would go if you had an issue with your neighbor, or if you had some question or a problem, or you would go to the gate, and the elders would be there, and they would say, well, you have to do this and this. And so he will not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate. So you go to the gate there, and your enemy's there, and you settle your business with your enemy at the gate. And if you have lots of children, you won't be put to shame. So, it's a different experience than what we have. We don't go to the gate of the city. Our cities don't even have gates, except the very old ones. And I don't think any cities in this country have an actual wall and a gate around them. So there you go. Anyway, this short little psalm, reminds people that God is watching them and watching over them, and they need to recognize and acknowledge that. They don't need to stay up late working and, fretting over everything. They just need to get good sleep, and they have lots of children. That's a good thing. Not every woman can have children. Not every woman wants to have children, and some women feel kind of oppressed when they're pregnant all the time, and they don't want to, why do I have to do this again? And so it's a little bit patriarchal here, that you should have lots of children. Well, that's easy for the men to say, but that's what it says. And so we'll just have to take it as Solomon wrote it. Okay, so that's Psalm 127, and tomorrow we do Psalm 128. And let's see, we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We have another week's worth of songs of ascents, and so we'll do those as we go. Um, at any rate, I hope that you have um, a great day, and we will see you tomorrow morning, Friday morning.